It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Packers and the Eagles, and it's coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here.
Even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, it seems like every time we see something new, or kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No two games are ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple little details, standout performances, big plays that help set each game apart. That makes every one of them entertaining to be a part of.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his fifth year now, Jalen Hurts.
He's coming off a season where he certainly experienced his fair share of ups and downs. On the positive side, he threw for career highs in passing yards and touchdowns. On the negative side, he threw the most interceptions in his career, and his team struggled and collapsed down the stretch. If he can get back to playing mistake-free football without sacrificing his aggressiveness, this team can get back to competing for a Super Bowl berth.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up second down. Hurts. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's good for an Eagles.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's the seventh play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuegbunam.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And Love established himself as a legitimate franchise quarterback a season ago. And let's not forget, he had to exhibit a lot of patience waiting for his opportunity to become the man. And once he got that chance, he hit the ground running. The question now from the rest of the league, can he sustain that success? The Packers certainly believe he will.
Sidney Brown in on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. Here is 3rd and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down. And lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a play. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll look to throw again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Love, they go play action now.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Pratt.
Oh, no, the first throw of his career is intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So how about that? You draft him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you, and now look at this. Instant dividends, a pick-6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Second and a couple.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Pratt. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. He'll look to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles 1st. Option handoff for Gainwell.
Wiggles free. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. What a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up good yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Pratt.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Looking to throw. Pratt.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, we look now at their selections from this last draft. And, Charles, one thing that they were just unanimous in telling us is that they had their eyes on certain guys. They didn't think that they would get all of them. But they feel like they pretty much got everyone that they wanted. That's a rarity.
They never tipped their hand to the rest of the league either, Brandon, because what they did was they had the guys that they targeted, kept it close to the vest. They did have a few tense moments in the draft room, though, waiting for those guys to fall to them because they really didn't go after them. And that's part of the allure of the draft to so many viewers. Chess matches playing out between 32 teams, and this one, they feel like they got a checkmate on this one.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Off the play fake, Pratt. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile...
Do have an injury on the play. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Barkley.
Showing off the elusiveness as he's in. Touchdown.
So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That time a 6-play drive.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4.
On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Calls for the fair catch. Makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This short throw caught by Goddard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell.
That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1.
3rd and 4.
They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Looking to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have a 1st down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pratt. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He was running with a purpose as he found the end zone 3 times in that first half. And that opposing defense had better come up with a scheme for slowing him down. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to... in the bag if it's not already.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Packers.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
To the 43, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Love looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now, 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's good for an Eagles.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's good for an Eagles.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second down, here's the option.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Love.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 17 yards out.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had it.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Running the toss here to Jacobs.
Down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throwing. Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught, and that is incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. A big play there for Philly. 31 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Brown goes in motion left. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go to Barkley again.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Here's Hurts to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it, I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Love now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Love. This pass caught. It's Dobbs with it. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. To the air again. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. A first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. To throw now. Here's Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Love from the gun. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. Touchdown. Luke Musgrave, 41 yards. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Carlson's extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
He'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able. The third down conversion.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. And some room to maneuver.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 89 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 27 yards. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides of that coin. Look like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Now Love.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before they close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
He finds his man complete. That's Reed. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Love looking to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Still first down.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. To pass, here's Jordan Love. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you... beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a... Third down looming. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to go away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams,
next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.